Hello, folks. Welcome back to another episode of Are You a Fan? If you like the episode, give us a like, share, follow, and you know what? Why don't you annoy a friend with my voice and send it to them? Okay, so this week's episode, I got a question for you, Joker, and the audience.
What's up?
If you could pick, like, just a subpar, kind of stupid power, but it will make you literally unbeatable, what you picking?
You know, that's actually kind of a hard one. I don't know. Probably talk with animals. Just because, like, that'd be interesting.
No, that would be.
It'd be like kind of the OG Aquaman then when that's like all he did. He can talk to ants. He can talk to fish.
Oh, God, yeah. We need to do an episode on him, but I think, okay, if I had to pick, like, just kind of a dumb, not that great a power in that,
Yeah, there's not a lot of dumb powers, honestly.
Yeah, no, I think I'd pick the ability to hold my breath and stop time. It's not that great because especially, like, my lung capacity is not the greatest.
No, but it would be eventually.
True. A power I could grow into. Here's the ability. Okay, here's actually what I pick. Be able to move any object with my mind, but nothing over 1 pound.
That actually would be pretty cool.
Yeah, just like it sound like you're like, oh, you can move things with your mind. Yeah, but like only that beer across the bar.
Yeah, you know how useful you could be as a criminal, though.
Oh, quite
useful.
useful.
As a burglar.
Quite useful if I didn't become dependent on my own laziness.
I mean, you still would, but just imagine being a burglar with that kind of power. You know how easy that'd be to break into places.
So, folks, I think you can tell the kind of people that we would be if we ever got powers. But let's go into this week's character. And honestly, Joker, you had the closest thing to it. We're going with Squirrel Girl this week.
The Unbeatable Squirrel Girl.
Unbeatable, yes. Okay, so let's start out real world. So Doreen Aleene Green. Am I saying that right?
Assuming.
Doreen Aleene Green is a fictional superhero appearing in American comic books published by Marvel Comics, created by writer Will Murray and writer/artist Steve Ditko. Man, this guy is in everything. She first appears in Marvel Superheroes Volume Number 2, Issue 8, a.k.a. Marvel Superheroes Winter Special. Cover dated Winter 1991. Hey, that's the year I was born.
And she's as old as us.
Oh my God, yeah. Wow.
Yeah.
I don't think we've ever had a character the same age as us.
We've had ones close.
Close, but that's
Never
pretty
the
cool.
same year.
That's kind of cool.
She ambushes the superhero Iron Man, teams up with him, and after Iron Man is captured, defeats the villainous Dr. Doom. The story also introduces her squirrel sidekick, Monkey Joe. Which apparently, I found out later on, she wears a necklace that says MJ for him.
Huh. Also kind of weird to have a squirrel character sidekick be a monkey.
Also kind of weird just for a squirrel character to have a sidekick. She seems like she'd be the sidekick.
True. Very true. Okay, yeah, actually very valid. Okay, Murray has since described the character's genius. Actually, I created the Squirrel Girl in script form without any artist input. Tom Morgan was originally going to draw it, but when he dropped out, I requested Ditko and got him. Ditko did a great job in bringing my baby to life. I mean, Ditko has a major history of doing amazing, like, artwork, so...
Oh, yeah, he definitely would have been if the first one I picked didn't make it through, he'd be the one I'd go to also.
Oh, easily in that. Like, he's such a great artist, and he has multiple, like, he's able to do what you want him to do.
Which is definitely nice.
Oh, yeah.
So, he would continue saying, he invented that knuckle spike. It wasn't in the script. I based Squirrel Girl, ironically enough, on a long-ago girlfriend who read comics and was into, quote-unquote, critters, wild animals of all types. Coincidentally, she was also a big Ditko fan. And he also continued to say, I think I got the idea because I had a bunch of squirrels running around on my roof and sometimes coming through in my open window. And the inspiration stuck. And that's gotta suck, though, having squirrels just consistently coming through your window that it makes you think about it.
Right?
And you end
man.
up basing one of your characters off of it.
Talk about infestation. So, later appearances. Squirrel Girl next appeared in Marvel Year in Review 92, where she made a one-panel appearance in the satirizing. God, I'm butchering this word in that. Self-satire books, Marvel 2099 section, where Squirrel Girl 2099 was listed as one of the 2099 books we've pretty much ruled out as actual future titles. And she will be back.
Like all of them. So later she was slated to join the New Warriors, but writer Fabian Nicieza left Marvel before going through with his plan. In 1997, Fleer Skybox released cards based on Marvel superheroes, one of which was unfortunately a more sexualized version of Squirrel Girl. Because, unfortunately, even at her latest current one, she's only 20. So somebody was doing something they really shouldn't have been with this kid.
Also, not gonna lie, it's a character that I get, it's an adorable character. It's it's one of those characters that you never really see sexualized.
Yeah, it's one that doesn't need it.
Yeah.
I mean, most of them don't need it, but this one especially.
Yeah. Come on, dude.
Like, she has that very unique look that didn't need to be altered.
Yeah. No, amazing design, I personally think. She did not appear again for nearly a decade. She was mentioned only once in comics during that time in Deadpool issue number 7. Of course, she'd be mentioned in a Deadpool comic.
Oh, yeah.
Deadpool's friend / maid / mother figure / prisoner. Wow. Okay, this person had a lot. Blind Owl mentions accidentally putting bleach in with Deadpool's Squirrel Girl underoos. Deadpool would have Squirrel Girl underoos.
Oh, yeah.
I could see Deadpool being a huge fan of this character just in general, just like meeting her and she's like, "Oh my God, it's so nice to meet you, Deadpool," and he's already got his freaking autograph book out.
Right, like the Disney autograph book you go around the park with.
Yes. Oh God, yeah. Oh.
So she would later go on to star in her own series in 2014, which is kind of the. There was still a lot more, but that was kind of that first time she really got it since 97.
Fair, and I mean, about time. I love how infamous this character had become, and that's one of those, it really took that long for us to give her her own, little series, even if it's comedic. Deadpool got his own series faster than that.
Oh, yeah.
Okay. So, let's move into in-universe, early life. Doreen Green was born to Doreen and Maureen Green.
I think it's Dorian. For the dad. I'm assuming that's the dad.
Let's go with that. She suffered a modification in her genes for unknown reasons that granted her squirrel-like abilities, which manifested predominantly, there we go, I got there, in the form of a prehensile tail. When her parents consulted with a doctor, it was determined that Doreen wasn't a mutant, even though she believed so for a long time. Which, honestly, in that universe, yeah, you're like, that'd be your first guess, really.
Oh, yeah.
It's got to be a mutant.
Any kind of powers.
Yeah. Especially because, the only way you guess inhuman is if she suddenly ended up in a cocoon. But, just having that, just growing a tail, it's like, okay, we've been watching her the whole time. What's happening?
Right. So, when she was 10, Doreen would discover that she could communicate with squirrels after overhearing one of these rodents in her window. She subsequently saved the squirrel from being chased by a dog, and they became friends. The squirrel, who identified himself as Monkey Joe, encouraged Doreen to use her abilities to help people. Ever since then, Doreen began to fantasize about becoming a superhero and came up with the alias of the Unbeatable Squirrel Girl.
Oh, so it was a squirrel named Monkey Joe.
That makes a lot more sense now.
Completely does.
Kind of a weird name now, though.
Also, you mess with squirrels, Morty.
Squeakers.
Squeaka, squeak, squeak, squeaka, squeaka, squeaka. God. There's so many things in media about squirrels. Now,
Oh,
that,
yeah.
now that we're doing this, it's all coming to my head. I'm like, my God, why are squirrels such a big thing in the media?
Because they're everywhere.
True. Okay, now moving on to First Adventures. When she was 14, Doreen ambushed Iron Man in a California forest near Stark Enterprise headquarters and hoped to impress the veteran hero, wishing him to take her under his wing as his sidekick. I get it. He's a big player in that, but like I just feel like your power set's a little different.
Oh, yeah, just a lot. Unimpressed, Iron Man would politely decline when suddenly the duo was attacked by Dr. Doom in a large aircraft. Doom captured and subdued Iron Man and began to fly out over the Pacific Ocean where he planned to dispose of Iron Man's body once he killed him. As you know, Dr. Doom.
Yeah.
That's what he does.
Oh, dark.
Underestimating her, Doom left Squirrel Girl to her own devices. Fool. She devised a plan and used her ability to communicate with squirrels through an open door. As the ship passed over the forest, hundreds of squirrels answered the call and flooded Doom's ship, chewing through the wires and swamping the evil dictator with their furry bodies. I can't even get through this without just laughing.
My God, how have I never read her comics?
Iron Man would be freed. They emerged victoriously, and the two heroes went their separate ways. I mean, I feel like
after that,
Iron
Tony,
Man
come on,
should
man.
have done something more than just like, oh no, we're gonna go our own ways now.
Dude, at least introduce her to Captain America or like freaking Black Widow.
Like, could you imagine just getting bodied by hundreds of squirrels?
It's actually kind of a terrifying concept. I also love it because like you like as you think one like Dr. Doom just underestimated her because it's just this squirrel person. That's like no, that's Dr. Doom's ultimate flaw is he always underestimates. So it's not even out of his wheelhouse.
Oh, it really isn't.
Like,
which is really unfortunate for him.
Yeah, yep, that he just underestimates everybody. And yeah, this time it really did not pan out.
No.
So shortly after her 15th birthday, Squirrel Girl assisted the Hulk, who landed unconscious one day next to her treehouse in the middle of a fight against the Abomination. A concussion had blinded the Hulk, so he had to reluctantly accept Squirrel Girl's help. After swarming Abomination with squirrels, Doreen directed Hulk how to move to land punches and dodge attacks until the villain was knocked out.
And here she is bodying another villain with squirrels.
Yeah, a top tier villain too.
I mean, Dr. Doom's pretty top tier also.
But I mean, like another top tier, like
Yeah.
Dr. Doom and Abomination ain't exactly your just run of the mill rando.
Oh God, no.
He's the Hulk with a more strategic military mind,
Which is more terrifying.
right? Oh God.
So, and that's kind of all as far as we're going into her history and universe. But we do have a fun fact of some of the top people she has defeated.
Yay!
So the list it's like 12, 13 people.
So I'm already scanning this. I'm already impressed.
So she's defeated Wolverine, Flash Thompson as Venom, various members of the Avengers, Deadpool, Kraven the Hunter, MODOK, Baron Mordo. I screw that one up every time. Every time I had to say it during Doctor Strange, it screwed me up every time.
Yeah.
Fin Fang Foom,
Oh, dang.
Doctor Doom, which we've discussed,
Yep.
Korvac, Ego the Living Planet, Galactus, which was actually only done by having a conversation with him after she punched him and it didn't do anything. And then Thanos, confirmed by
Uatu?
Watu.
Oh, yeah, Uatu the Watcher.
Yeah, so he confirmed that it was the real Thanos that she defeated. Because I guess it was off panel, but it was confirmed through the Watcher that, yeah, she really defeated Thanos.
See, Avengers, this is how you just, I'm picturing that like one meme of the dad slapping the back of the son's head. It's just the Watcher slapping the back of Tony Stark's head. Like, see, that's how you defeat Thanos.
You know how many movies we wouldn't have if they just had
Put Squirrel Girl in there. I mean, too bad none of the heroes take her seriously in that, because I feel like a lot of issues in the comics could have been solved a lot quicker with her.
Oh, definitely. But like that is just a very impressive repertoire of people she has beat.
Oh, huge, very impressive. Especially like Wolverine has a slight like psychic connection ability to speak to animals, and yeah, having her beat Wolverine is impressive. So I'm impressed with this whole list. Dang, Squirrel Girl, man.
Oh yeah.
All right, well, let's move on to powers and abilities. So Squirrel Girl has a mutate with.
It is a mutate.
Oh, Squirrel Girl is a mutate with traits similar or usually associated with squirrels. Her abilities are proportional to a squirrel scaled up to human size. Superhuman strength, can lift 800 pounds and 25 tons.
That's impressive.
I don't know how much a squirrel can lift. I just know that they've stolen certain Chicagoans' egg rolls. And that's a heavy item compared to a squirrel. So I guess, yeah, sure. I don't know enough of science to refute that. Superhuman jaw strength. That makes sense. Has a bite force of 1,085,000
pounds.
Oh, okay. There's
pressure.
Another line to that sentence.
Yeah.
Oh my god.
Yeah, it said, as I was reading it, it's basically said that like she could chew through a metal door in seconds because of her bite strength.
I mean, you have to put a cone on her if you're ever going to take her prisoner. Just a giant metal cone of shame in that to keep her prisoner.
You just imagine Squirrel Girl, the cone of shame.
Superhuman leaping. Totally makes sense. Squirrels leap and bound all around, prancing and jumping and all that. Can leap several stories. Scaling it, yeah. I've seen squirrels leap over a person. That completely. We're basically walking skyscrapers to those things.
Yeah.
She has claws on each finger to help with climbing. She also has night vision, a knuckle spike, can communicate with squirrels, and a healing factor. Everybody's got a healing factor at this point.
Pretty much, like especially the ones that seem to have like mutant style abilities. Yeah, they all pretty much all have healing factor of some form.
I guess it does speed up the plot.
And I think that's probably why they give so many people that.
It'd be kind of boring to like have like a whole issue of them just trying to recover in the hospital.
Right.
Okay, she has a 3-foot-long semi-prehensile tail that she can use to cover opponents' eyes or wrap around herself for warmth. When in her civilian identity, she tucks it into her pants, passing off the extra bulge as having a conspicuously awesome butt. Oh, God, I don't know why that's hilarious to me, but it is.
And that's honestly the whole reason I put it. It's like, you know, that is just, from what little I know of Squirrel Girl, that fits her personality perfectly.
Especially because, like, I'll admit, I've never read any of her, like, main storyline comics, but I've seen her in a lot of the animation, like Spider-Man, like Ultimate Spider-Man and stuff. And honestly, yeah, no, she is a very just, like, kind of fun, like she would do that.
Oh, definitely.
And that would be her excuse. Beautiful. So she also has a computer science expert, an expert communicator, and medium awareness. Routinely broken the fourth wall and talked to the audience. Oh man, this is Deadpool's hero.
Yeah, she basically is like she is just another version of Deadpool, or She-Hulk, or I guess it's getting to be a fairly large amount of characters that have broken the fourth wall.
I guess we go with She-Hulk because she is the OG in the Marvel-verse for that.
Well, I mean, you can still put Deadpool because he's kind of the best known for it.
He did kind of like make it known that like. But yeah, no, like yeah, we got 3 main characters that do that now.
At least.
It's gonna expand. Okay, so that's it for her powers and abilities, and let's get into other media. Take us away, Joker.
So, one of the, I think, first ones we've had so far that has a attraction.
What?
She makes a cameo in the Disney California Adventure ride, Web Slingers: A Spider-Man Adventure.
Oh!
Which I don't remember having that in Spider-Man. I don't remember seeing that.
Oh, no! Oh my god, she had a cameo in there? It's an old ride. That was an old ride, and that was there when I went in like 5th grade. It was it's so awesome.
So in film, she appears in the Marvel Rising franchise, including Marvel Rising Secret Warriors, Chasing Ghosts, Heart of Iron, Battle of the Bands, Operation Shuri, and Marvel Rising Playing with Fire.
Oh, I've actually seen a couple of those ones.
So
Kind of fun.
Does have a couple novels written by Shannon and Dean Hale. The Unbeatable Squirrel Girl, Squirrel Meets World, was published in February 2017, with a sequel, which I love the name of it, The Unbeatable Squirrel Girl, Too Fuzzy, Too Furious, followed in 2018.
I love it.
I love that they went there and just like, no, we're going to take Fast and Furious and just play with it.
Well, I was cracking up even at the first one because I'm like, I could tell somebody was a teenager in the 90s.
Oh, yeah. So she does show up in a play. She appears in Squirrel Girl Goes to College, a Squirrel Girl play, loosely adopting the Unbeatable Squirrel Girl.
Oh, so it's not even she appeared in a play.
Yeah.
Like she had her own play. 'Cause I was thinking something like the Avengers like musical or whatever. That's kind of cool.
Yeah, definitely. So in TV, she has a brief appearance in Fantastic Four: World's Greatest Heroes, appears in third season of Ultimate Spider-Man, was supposed to appear in Marvel's New Warriors until it was canceled during production.
Aw.
And she has a handful of video games.
Okay, that's actually kind of shocking. But
Yeah, most of them, from what I remember the list, it was a lot of like phone games.
which
So I also
I
didn't
mean,
include a lot of those because of that.
I mean, what character doesn't appear in the phone games? At this
Exactly.
point?
But Marvel Superheroes Squad Online, Marvel Heroes, Lego Marvel Superheroes, Marvel Superhero Squad Comic Combat, and Lego Marvel's Avengers and Marvel's Future Fights.
Okay, the Legos one,
Yeah,
I
there's no
think I
surprise on
remember
those.
I played as her at one point in the Legos one. Man, that's actually quite a bit of games.
It really was. I was very amazed by how many she had. I was expecting like 3,
Yeah,
and mainly just phone games.
the Lego Marvels doesn't surprise me. Because as we keep joking, what characters in the Marvel verse and that don't really show up in those?
We found like 2.
Yeah, 2 so far. Which, honestly, yeah, actually, wow. We found 2 characters. Okay, so honestly, that's all we really got for Squirrel Girl. Guess we asked the question we ask every week. You a fan, Joker?
You know, from what little I know of her, yes. She just seems like a fun, random character out there.
I freaking love the character. I just love, what I love about her is I remember there was like some interview in that where basically they said they're like, she's kind of the answer to like, just because we said so. She doesn't have to be OP. She doesn't have to like have some insane. She just wins because we're the writers. And I'm like, I love that. So yeah, I'm a fan too. For anyone that's still listening, if you got something out of this, enjoyed the episode, or even liked the character before from a movie, a comic, cartoon, hell, even that t-shirt that you saw one time, you're a fan too. If you want to jump on this train, why not subscribe and share with a friend? d-rael out. Y'all keep riding them rails.